Good morning. A few years ago, Leadership Journal carried an interesting story about an Episcopal bishop. This cleric once volunteered to read to a student who had been blinded in a chemical explosion. John was only 13 years old when he lost his sight. The bishop asked the young man to describe his feelings during those dark days after the accident. John related how he felt that his life was over, talked about how he had experienced an incredible sense of helplessness. Oh, and another thing, he blamed God for it all and fell into a deep depression, shutting himself off from everyone. One day, John said his father reminded him that winter was coming and the storm windows needed to be put up. That had always been John's job. His dad said, "I want those windows hung by the time I get back this evening or else." And with that, he walked out, slamming the door behind him. Sounds rather cruel, huh? John remembers being so angry, he said, "I couldn't believe what I just heard." Who did he think he was? For that matter, who did he think I am? Had he forgotten? I'm blind. So in a fit of rage, John decided to install the windows more out of spite than anything else. Feeling his way to the garage, he found the windows. He located the necessary tools. And while dragging the ladder out of the garage, he kept muttering to himself, "I'll show him. I'll show him. I'll fall. That's what I'll do. And then they'll not only have the liability of a son that's blind, he'll also be paralyzed. And that'll be good enough for him." But amazingly, John put the storm windows up with hardly any more difficulty than he usually had. And you know what? It didn't take him nearly as long as he imagined it would. And of course, he didn't fall and cripple himself. But an amazing thing happened. By the time he was finished, the depression had lifted. It was just gone. John felt alive again. And it was a turning point, a definite turning point in his life. And sometime later, he was to make a wonderful discovery. All the while he had worked in total darkness, his father was never more than a few feet away. He had never left his side, just in case. Maybe we're not blind, and our assignment hasn't been installing storm windows. But my guess is that there have been plenty of times we've all groped around in the darkness and thought that God was nowhere to be found. But rest assured, He is there all the time. I'm Larry Hatfield. Good day.